Hi guys, my name is John. I am a lover of luxury and I'm a lover of YouTube. I've been a lover of luxury ever since I left the hospital in a Gucci baby sailor outfit with matching shoes, and I have been a lover of YouTube for the last 10 years. So, in addition to being a lover of luxury, I am also an employee of luxury. So, it's the whole reason I kind of got this together and decided to create a channel. So, welcome if this is your first time here. Welcome back, only after two other videos, but welcome back. So this is the third part in my series of my personal Chanel collection. I've already showed you guys my 33 Chanel jacket collection, and then I also just recently did a video that had all of my Chanel knitwear and my Chanel trousers that I was able to find because all the other ones were in another room in storage. But I figured I would start this video by talking about a category from Chanel that I love, still try to get all the time, and frankly can take any outfit from good to great, and that's brooches. So I am a huge lover of brooches. At my previous job, where I also worked for a different luxury retailer, I had to be in a suit all day. So there really wasn't much thought or personality in terms of what I could wear, short of my tie and then my lapel on my suit jacket. So that's when I really got into wearing brooches. A shout out to my really good friend and vintage store owner, Susan, who owns the store Tilly Vintage, which will hopefully be reopening soon because I miss her and I can't wait to shop there. But she is definitely the one that bit the bug for me and started me on this crazy obsession. So I started previously with Trifari, Haskell. I have a couple pieces of Schiaparelli, some Dior, and also a lot of just super fun no-name pieces that are a lot of fun. And I noticed that they gave me a really great kind of fun whimsy and attitude. And the second that I was finally in a position where I could start truly affording luxury on my own, I never stopped shopping at Tilly, but I definitely started adding more pieces from Chanel into my collection. So as it's sitting in front of me, I have 18 brooches. Oh my god. And I figured I would show them to you. So I'll show you a couple. I have one of the little felt pouches that they give you sometimes when you buy them, particularly when you bought them vintage. So I have a mix of vintage, I have a mix of current, and I'll kind of try to jimmy rig them and hold them up so you can see everything. So the first one I'm going to start with is the first Chanel brooch that I ever bought. This guy is Strass Crystal with kind of square cut stones and then more round cut simple CC. It says black, but sometimes to me it reads navy, and it is fully faceted with crystals all the way around. I bought this from my dear friend who is also my SA at the Chanel boutique in Chicago. First one I got, oh my god, like 2 weeks later I was back to buy another one, so clearly it worked. Next one, if I remember correctly chronologically, is this guy. CC, super simple in a light kind of gold. This is from the Cuba collection, so 2017. I loved Cuba, so I bought that one from Cuba. And then I also ended up buying, this is the Coco license plate from Cuba. It's a little stick pin guy. It says Coco 555, and then it also has pearls on it. And then my next one is also from Cuba, because again, I was into it. And that is the I Heart Coco with the coconuts, the limes, and the heart in the CC. This is also from the Cuba collection, and I bought this guy from my SA at the Chanel boutique here in Chicago. Next one I'll show you, which is also ironically from Cuba, shocking, I know, is the avocado. Believe it or not, this is one of my favorite pieces of my entire Chanel collection. So fun quick story about this one. I saw this when it came out. I was like, this is so weird. I have to have this. And I went to go get it and it was sold out. My SA said she checked every single store in the US, department stores included, nobody had it. The only place it was available was France. I had a friend who was going to France. I asked him if he could see if they had it. They were sold out. So I literally just got this one last year for my birthday. My best friend and Steve found one online and got it for me, and it's one of my favorite pieces because Cuba was over 3 years ago. It was shown in 2016, and it was for sale in 2017. So it's one of my favorites for sure. Another little guy. She's so tiny and so cute. It's a little enamel Chanel cardigan with pearl buttons. This guy got it a second chance in New York City. When my previous job, I used to be in the city all the time, so it was amazing for shopping, but dangerous for proximity to Chanel. Not like Chicago has second-rate Chanel by any stretch of the imagination, but it was good and it was a real dangerous. So I literally walked in that day. Someone had just dropped that off like 5 minutes before, and I bought it before they could even post it. So next guy, and by guy I mean girl. This is Our Lady Coco. I love this piece. I want to say, because I cannot read it, I think she is late 80s, early 90s. I love, love, love her. And she's made in France. So that's how you know she is vintage piece. Speaking of vintage, then we also have this little round Chanel coin. It says 31 Rue Campbell in Paris. This guy's also from the 80s. I absolutely love this. And I love the texture on the inside. I have a brooch from Christian Lacroix that has that same kind of relief that I just love, 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 love. Another guy is going to be this guy. This is from the Paris Cosmopolitan Métier collection. And this guy loves bottle of number 5. Strass. It's the Port acrylic with crystals. Absolutely love it. And I love it so much that I also bought from that same collection the Chanel sewing kit. It's actually really funny. The day that I went to go look at these at the boutique, my SA called me and said, "Oh my God, you have to get to the boutique." And I was like, okay, cool. So I like whipped myself up into a Chanel storm, looked completely ludicrous with the amount of Chanel that I was wearing, basket included, and walked into the boutique. And she's like, okay, come back into a fitting room with me. And I said, oh my God, it's sale. It's early. I can't wait. This is going to be amazing. Turns out it was just a preview for this collection. I mean, clearly I still bought stuff, but yeah, I was all like ready to go. And then I was like, oh, okay. And then, I mean, I couldn't leave empty handed. So, you know. Next guy is the, oh my God, you can see me in it, which is hilarious. This is a 5 with this dangling CC. I bought this in Nashville, and this is from 2018. I love it. Looks like it's vintage, which of course vintage Chanel is my favorite Chanel, so that guy was very important to me and I had to get it. Next one, super, super important. This one is the Coco Love Letter. This is from the Resort collection this year. My best friend actually ended up buying me this last year as a Christmas present, and I love it so much. So it's holds a very special place in my heart, in addition to just like being cute, being Chanel, and being in my entire color palette, which is red, white, and blue. Next one is going to be this guy. This is a vintage coin with a hanging flat bag. I absolutely love this. I love this 255, and I also, classic, but I also might have a Chanel bag that's on its way to me right now that would match. So I'm just thinking for fall, like I'm going to be out there doing it to them and no one's going to be able to handle it. So, you know, look out for that one. Next one, which is from the Hamburg collection that my fiance literally says is me in a brooch, is this guy. So it's the Chanel Nautical sweater. This is from Paris, Hamburg. I love the little pearls and the navy striped sweater. If you ever see an actual sweater that looks like this out in the wild, please message me. And if it's in my size, I will buy it because I want to have like a whole meta moment, you know, going on. Okay. Next two that are brooches, not really brooches, but I had them turned into brooches, are these two guys. These are both from the holiday packaging, not last year, but the year before. And I absolutely loved these limited edition camellias because they're actually plastic. So my friend Susan, the one who owns Tilly Vintage, turned them into brooches for me. And I thought, literally, why the heck not? Like, they're so cool. They're so great. They're really rigid. They're not like a lightweight fabric like most of the other camellias that are on the boxes behind me are. So I loved those. So my next project for her is to get my guy from the previous Christmas collection from 2019 turned into a brooch. So Susan, if you're watching, let me know, girl. Next one is very special because this was a gift to me from a very dear friend who I love so much. And this guy looks like it's vintage, but it's actually new. So this is from this year's resort collection. So Chanel 31 Rue Cambon Paris with a pearl kind of safety clip style, and it weighs 500 pounds like the old school vintage Chanel jewelry does. So that's why I love it so much. And my last one to show you guys in this video, which I'm very proud of myself that this hasn't taken 600 years to put up like my other ones have in terms of recording, is a brooch, but it's also technically 6 brooches in one. And if you're already guessing, you are going to be correct if you're a Chanel lover like myself. And it is the 6-piece Chanel set from spring summer of last year. So this set I wanted, but I wasn't ready to pull the trigger on it because I thought it was super expensive. And by the time I was ready, guess what? Sold out literally everywhere. So I was in New York, this time for pleasure, not for business. And I went to Chanel on 57th. I went to Chanel higher up on Madison Avenue. I went to Saks. I went to Bloomingdale's. And then I ended up at Bergdorf. And I saw my Chanel essay there, who I haven't seen in quite a while, because it had been probably 2 years or so since I'd been there. And I walked in, didn't even say hi, and literally just said, "Do you have these?" And he said, "Hi, it's nice to see you. You sound like a crazy person, but also, yes, I do." So it is the full gold and set crystal Chanel set from Chanel by the Sea. I absolutely love it. It's the most expensive brooch in my collection by far, but I love them, and I wear them all the time. So that is my full brooch collection. Comment down below to talk about your favorite. I'd love to know which one is your favorite, and feel free to subscribe. I'd love to have you here. I'll subscribe, hit the like button. Also include my Instagram down below so you can see how I style these, because down the road I'd like to do a styling video so I can kind of show you what's up with these guys. But thank you so much for spending some time with me, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.